Start the recording and start the stream. Welcome to Horsin Around, a dumbass cast. I'm your host, Nick Mercadante, and with me today, I have some lovely guests returning. If you'd like to introduce yourselves in the order that you joined the call.
What's up?
Yeah.
What order?
The order.
Oh, I wasn't listening. Okay, I heard you. The order I joined the call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's me.
Who is you, Colin, for our audio listeners? I just said your name, but say it yourself.
Yeah, it's Colin.
For all our audio listeners. Okay.
Yeah. All of our Braden Bowdish on Spotify.
Oh,
Is
does
this
he
on
listen?
Spotify?
I told you guys, yes, I've got it all set up to
I knew
go
it was
onto
on
Spotify. Yeah. And who are you?
Anyway, I'm Jack.
Nice.
I looked up. It's the Horsin Around theme.
I need to change my audio.
You gotta go into the podcast section, and then it also has the Dumbass Cast subtitle because there are other horsing around podcasts apparently that I was not aware of.
There are a lot of them.
Yeah. Beekman may be joining us momentarily, but we're gonna be, doing what we always do, shooting the shit. Just before the podcast started, Colin was saying that he was going to shoot a dog. So that was
In real life.
yeah, definitely in real life. PETA, get on his ass, please, immediately. No, he was.
Oh my god, there's so much.
What?
Oh, you uploaded all these. Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up.
Nice.
I'm trying to keep up with scheduled uploads as best as I can. I've definitely been behind on some episodes, but anyways, no, he was talking about one of my favorite games of all time, Doom Eternal.
It's so good. It's like quickly rising in my games list.
Good, very good. Everybody should play that game because it is such a well-oiled machine. Like that and Doom 2016, which is like its predecessor or whatever. Such good games, and every single aspect of those games just like works together so well. I just love it so much. But yeah, you're having some trouble with a certain enemy here. If you'd like,
Yeah,
explain.
the Marauder boss is I love bosses that need twitch reflex. It's so much fun, that kind of boss.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get too close to him because he'll block your attacks no matter what unless he's about to attack. But you can only attack him when he's about to do a specific attack, and he only does that specific attack when he's mid-range from you. But that mid-range is such a tiny sliver of his radius that it's so hard to keep him in that range.
Jesus.
It's
shit! I forgot to take.
It's like
stream stuff.
less than a step from your character to take.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, and he has a little companion that he sends out sometimes. Which is...
he has this like demon dog that keeps biting me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I was so excited because, spoiler alert, those Marauders are basically like corrupted versions of you or whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
And so I was really hoping that at some point they would turn into like you would get a dog of your own at some point. And maybe that'll come around for the next one. But
so are these supposed to be like the old like Sentinels of Night?
I think so.
I don't know the lore that much.
I don't know it either. I was just barely like gleaning it from what they were showing. But yeah, I think like how they have like you went on the second level, you went to that weird old kingdom world or whatever. I think basically you're like a warrior class that's like bred to fight and stuff.
Yeah. Well, have you been? Did you read the lore like books? So that's basically what it says.
Here and there. I didn't like. When I was like really piqued my interest, I would read them. But most of the time, I was just like, I just want to rip and tear, and so that's what I did.
Yeah.
Also,
whenever I get back to like the Nexus, I sit down for a few minutes and I read them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I think they really went a lot further with the story stuff in this game than they did in 2016, and like, honestly, I don't know if it completely worked. Like, I think it's interesting, but I don't know if it completely worked for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just like an interesting, like, just fun story. Like, it's obviously not the main focus, and I think that's clear.
Right. But other than that, gameplay is still so fucking crisp. The fucking you've gotten the super shotgun with the chain grab, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
It's
so
such a cool way of
good.
doing shit.
Yeah, I fucking love that so much. Okay. All right. The name of the show has been changed, so it's now accurate. But yeah. So that's been a lot of fun. I'm glad you've been having fun with that. Have you been playing anything seriously, Jack, recently? Any like
Not really.
story-based games?
I started
No?
playing Sea of Thieves
Ooh.
because I got like the Xbox Game Pass free with I built a new PC, so I got Xbox Game Pass free with my CPU.
Nice.
Ooh.
And it's like not bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's got a lot better since
Yeah.
post-release. One of those like post-release miracle stories or whatever. A No Man's Sky situation.
I wouldn't say that, but it's not the same
I
game
wouldn't go
I
that
played
far.
in beta or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like actually like I'm just playing with myself.
Uh-huh.
So definitely not the full experience or whatever, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
There's
Is
like
that-
stuff to do.
Is that like a one-time payment game, or is there like a subscription thing? for
No,
No
it's
Man's
like
Sky?
a monthly subscription thing.
Okay.
The game is still like, I think it's on sale. I think it's $20 right now, which is like probably more than I would pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
This
think
is-
Game Pass is the same price as Gold used to be, so it's like $5 a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not. But you get a lot of games too. I
Mhm.
think it's discounted right now on PC because they're not really like, they don't have it all figured out yet.
Mhm.
But it's like probably worth it.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to more Xbox games coming to PC. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then I don't
You get
need
like
to...
good game. You get Master Chief Collection,
Yeah, that's fucking... Oh.
which is kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
And they're
that's
gonna...
worth way more than $5 a month.
Oh, yeah. And the fucking... They're putting out Halo 2 on May 12th.
Yeah.
So... That's gonna be fucking dope. I think
So-
they're really gonna be trying... Oh, Jesus. Somebody subscribed.
Woo! Wow!
What's up? Oh my God, Sam! Thank you so much for subscribing.
Sam Yeager.
No, not Jaeger. It's one of my
Oh.
homeboys, another Sam that you guys don't know of. But Bulldogs 1992. What's going on? Yeah, Halo 2 is coming out. I think they're in line for trying to get everything out before Halo Infinite drops on PC.
Sure.
Which will be really fucking dope.
So that is dropping on PC, definitely.
Yes, yeah.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played a Halo game, but I think I might pick that up.
Please get the Master Chief Collection and then get the fucking get Infinite. It's gonna
Master Chief
be
Collection is legitimately really good.
yes. For the like even if you're not a fan of the multiplayer, like the campaigns alone are way more.
It's
than the
worth
asking
just
price.
playing like all these classic games that have been
Okay. Yeah.
slightly revamped, maybe.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a little bit weird because Halo 5, which is like the Black Sheep, is not on PC, and it's the only one.
No, okay.
So
I don't think if it's the Black Sheep,
I
think
don't
anyone's
really
gonna get
need.
that.
Right, but like Halo Infinite is apparently following 5's story, so like I don't know what people are gonna do if they've only been playing on PC, up until now with the Master Chief Collection. Going into Infinite, like how is that gonna work? What am I gonna do?
Oh my god, I did it.
Have you been playing Doom Eternal?
Yeah. Well, okay. Quick
I'm
side
literally
note.
playing Sea of Thieves right now, Nick.
Quick
Fucking
side
wow.
note. There's a like a flavor text thing that says the Marauder's resistant to super weapons, and there's a weapon called the super shotgun. So I was like, I can't use that weapon because he's not going to take any damage from it, or it's going to do so little it doesn't matter. But apparently, the super shotgun doesn't count.
No, because it's not like it's more talking about like the BFG and like the Unmaker and those things that are fucking ridiculously powerful.
Like I haven't been introduced to that at all yet, so I think that's probably.
Yeah. Are you trying to unlock the Unmaker by doing all the Doomslayer gates?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm just trying to do all the gameplay I can.
Yeah. I I guess I did 100% like all of the things you could do in one run. Like I had to go back a couple times to do some of the Slayer gates because they were like super hard if one the first time I tried to do them.
The
But
first Slayer gate I found, I was like, oh my god. But then I got better, and I was like, okay.
exactly, yeah. It definitely this game it loves to, and I know you're gonna hate to hear this, but like, it loves to introduce an enemy as a boss type and like give you like an arena devoted to that enemy, like with the Marauder and also the Doom Hunters.
Yeah, well, I like that.
Right, and then later on, then it introduces them as just normal enemies. So
I mean, that's what the original. That's been there since the original Doom, because the Barons of Hell were like this. Like before you got to Hell, it was like the big boss of the level, and then they were just everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I guess I haven't really seen that in other games. Usually it's just like they have the bosses devoted to boss fights, and that's it. But yeah, to see them come back, and then, you have to take everything you learned about them and apply it into a combat arena with like 15 other enemies as well.
Right, I like
which is
that.
Pretty dope. But yeah, you're not. That's not the last of that Marauder that you're gonna see.
I figured.
Thankfully, they keep them pretty. Like it's usually just one.
In an area
that they drop into an area. They don't like make you fight multiple Marauders at once, because that'd be kind of ridiculous. There is one. It's not really a spoiler. It's just a combat challenge. But there's one later on where you have to defeat a Marauder and like 2 other enemies within like 30 seconds or something, and it's so hard. Like you really have to spam the grenades to kill them in that short amount of time. It's possible, but like, goddamn. But yeah, the speaking of Xbox, they did their Inside Xbox like preview thing for the Series X on the 7th. Did you guys watch that?
No,
I have not. I haven't been really paying attention to anything to do with Xbox. I've never like I know it's a cool thing, but I've just never been an Xbox guy.
Well, I mean, I guess now would be the time to start looking into it,
I
because
know,
all of the games that they're, I think at least all the first parties. I guess the third parties is up to discretion, but I feel like most of the third parties are also going to PC. And so
they're trying to.
Yeah.
I feel like, as cool as that is for gamers, I think that's gamers. I think that's a bad business decision on Xbox's part, because like the reason that PS4 is beating Xbox right now is because of their exclusives.
Yeah,
and if you're taking away exclusives from the Xbox, like I don't think that they're gonna that's gonna stay like that.
I don't think it's as big a deal as you might think it is.
Yeah, because Microsoft's also big into the PC market. Like their fingers are very deep into that market. So
I think they're trying to dedicate more to that too.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah,
and it is also
like, games for Windows Live was
oof,
kind of a failure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
How popular it was at the time.
Right.
I don't know.
So it feels like I don't think they're making that mistake again. Personally, I think because it is exclusive. Like all the games that are coming to Xbox and then also to Windows PCs are just Windows PCs. So you can't get them on Mac. You can't get them on Linux or whatever. So it does guarantee that the buyer is purchasing the thing off of a Microsoft product. So they're getting the money somehow. Microsoft is, at least.
The Xbox app is like surprisingly functional and pretty good too. So
that's true. I've had nothing but issues with it.
Really?
It's like worked out pretty well for me, I would say.
I tried to use it to play Minecraft with a bunch of people a while back, and it just did not work like I wanted it to. Like the main thing that I noticed that I think is going to be an issue later is that like the achievement detection system is, I'm not exaggerating, 10 minutes behind the game.
Oh, I've had no problems. So I had to download like the Xbox beta app. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
Maybe I need that, because all I did was download Minecraft and activate it with my Mojang account.
Sure.
And like I would craft something, and then 10 minutes later I'd get like the Xbox like, ding, nice job.
Oh, did you download it through like the Windows Store?
Yes.
Okay, so they have like a separate app that I had to download. It's like Steam but for Game Pass and shit.
Interesting.
So I don't know, but it's been pretty okay. Like I obviously haven't done a whole lot with it, but
I don't know. They were showing. They showed off a bunch of games. They said it was going to be a lot of gameplay. It was a lot more cinematics than gameplay, which got a lot of people up in a tizzy. But I mean, I didn't think it was. I was still interested in the stuff that they showed off. One thing in particular that really caught my eye was this game Scorn, which like at first glance I literally thought it was an Alien Isolation sequel, and I was gonna shit myself because I love that game. But apparently it's like it's an original IP that just is incredibly influenced by H.R. Geiger's horror type of design work.
I think I did see some of that actually.
Yeah, and
I hadn't seen anything about this.
It looks fucking terrifying, and I want to see more of it.
Scorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a really interesting looking game. They showed off a couple of other things. I'm trying to think. They showed off Dirt 5. There's a 5th Dirt game out now, coming out.
No way. I don't believe it.
No, yeah.
I'm kind of excited though.
I'm just surprised that they made it to 5. Like, that's fucking
honestly
ridiculous
kind
that
of
they've got that far. Yeah. At the very end, they teased a little bit more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I guess I'm kind of interested in. I think at some point I just need to pick up all the Assassin's Creed games that I missed and just run through them.
It really doesn't look like an Assassin's Creed game, at all.
It's in line with the last two, with Origins and Odyssey, with the sort of.
I didn't play either. I watched Mary and Rowan play Odyssey.
Yeah. I remember that. The what's it called? I think Sam Yeager put it really concisely, where the first 3 main titles, so Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3, as well as Brotherhood and Revelations or whatever it was. Those were all sort of one type of gameplay style, and then 4
really moved away from
exactly. Black Flag, Unity, and Syndicate were also another trilogy of games that were a different style, and then now with Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla, it's another trilogy of games that are going to be another type of gameplay style entirely, where it's a lot more loot based and sort of RPG-esque mechanics with getting gear to upgrade your character and that kind of thing, which apparently is working. People have been enjoying them, so I'm definitely interested to give them a shot. But yeah, it was much more of another sort of cinematic teaser than really gameplay. There were some shots of in-engine stuff, but it was mostly gameplay.
Well, that's all they've released for it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they did with Elden Ring, except they didn't show any gameplay. I'm still pissed. They were supposed to announce more information in February, but COVID fucked it up.
Yep, that game is not coming out for a long while, probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually pull up the video just to see if I can remember. There was some game that looked a lot like Cyberpunk 2077, but it was with
I Divine Cybermancy.
No, I'm trying to. I'll look it up so I can tell you what it was. But it was they were Cyberpunk City, and then they were it looked like a twin stick shooter actually. And
interesting.
Yeah, here
haven't played one of those in a hot second.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Do you guys remember the Xbox Live arcade game? I made a game with zombies in it. Do any of you remember that? Okay.
Kingdom of Keflings too.
I don't remember that one, but
that came default with every.
What?
You have Uno.
No.
I do remember Uno. I don't remember that.
Xbox known to man, bro.
There was a game. They also showed off Madden 21, but that's whatever.
Showed off what?
Madden 21, the new Madden game.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
There was this game called Corvus. Rises 1.
I saw that.
Which was it's another thing that would look like mostly cinematics and then a little gameplay sprinkled in. But it looks like a space flight game where you and the ship are like guided as one or something. And so that looks like it could be. Like these all look like interesting games. I just want to see more of them, in the future. Yeah. And considering that they're planning to do this all summer or all year, I guess, with one thing every month, that should be happening.
That's cool. I like
what
that.
We got here? Oh, they did show off Bloodline or Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which they've been teasing for a while. They showed off some trailers last year, and so we're getting more of them now. I tried playing the first Bloodlines, which is really old, and it's really broken. I was trying to do like a mission, and I got fucking glitched out 2 or 3 times trying to do it. But people would not stop screaming about it when they announced this sequel, so maybe if I've got more time, I'll give it more of a try.
I've never even heard of that.
It's like an RPG, like
game.
story decision-based game. And apparently the first one was really advanced for its time, giving players a lot of options to change the way the world is based on their decisions or whatever. So that's cool. What is this? Call of the Sea? Oh, yeah. This one...
I hope that sounds cool. I hope it doesn't go the way Thief did. Because that sounds like a similar setup.
It does kind of look like the Thief reimagining did, now that you mention it. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't end up like Thief did. Did you
I played through the first half of Thief, and then it became like, oh my god, this magic power, and I was like, what is happening?
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm excited for Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever.
Ooh, yeah.
When is that supposed to come out?
Good. It's supposed to drop early access TM sometime in the fall. But early access is just going to be the first part of the game.
Right.
So
I'm kind of
into that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
It's definitely
system.
better than waiting.
Yeah. It's also definitely better than releasing a full not finished game.
Yeah, for sure.
True. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna go through the entire list of other things. If you guys want to see it, you can watch it on your own time. But the Ascent was the game that I was looking for, and it's not exactly twins. I guess it is. It's top down, and it looks kind of visually. It's got the visual aesthetic of cyberpunk, but the angle of the cameras reminds me of Diablo, where it's that sort of tilted angle kind of thing. It's called The Ascent, and then they had another trailer for The Medium, which I have no idea what the fuck is going on in that game. It was showing off a lot of weird shit there. Capcom, I think it was Capcom. Who is it? They put out a thing called Bandai Namco put out a thing called Scarlet Nexus, which is some fucking anime shit. And then there's a dinosaur game. How did I forget this one? Fucking love dinosaurs. It's I think was it Square Enix that put this out? Second Extinction, Reclaim Earth, which looked very, very in-depth, because literally half the shots is just some players fighting some raptors, and just over and over again, but with different angles and stuff.
It's off from Ark.
Yeah, no, I was this gives off serious Ark vibes, but I hope it could be better than Ark, which is not an incredibly high bar. I don't know, but we'll.
Tori loves Ark.
I guess
I've heard people hate. Some people love it. Some people hate it. It's
yeah. It's one of those endless early access games that just never actually releases.
Right.
Definitely not the prettiest looking game, I don't think, because they're just asset flipping from the Unreal store. But,
I didn't know that. Jesus.
Yeah. They did announce a new Yakuza game, so that's pretty cool. Which is
How
especially
many are they gonna make?
I don't know. But but it's just interesting because usually I think typically that's been like a PlayStation game. So now that they have it over here, swapping sides. Looks like it's following a different protagonist. It's not Kiryu, I think was the main guy from the other games.
Yeah.
But it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon, and it looks as zany and wonderful as all of the other Yakuza games have been. So that's good.
Interesting.
And I think that's all the main announcements that were covered. They're going to be doing Infinite stuff and all of the first-party games in July, I think. So we've got a little bit of time till that happens, but I'm definitely this summer is going to be interesting because there's no E3, so all the other companies are just scrambling to be like, should we do our own thing? Fuck.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see how that information gets dealt out to us. They canceled the
What
June...
was that? Somebody made like an independent version of E3. What was that? Did you guys see that?
The summer of something.
I think so. Yeah, it was like an ex-E3 organizer.
Yeah, it's Jeff Keighley probably.
That was
Summer. Yeah, what is it called? Jeff Keighley Summer Game Fest. Yes. Yeah, so I think he's trying to fill the gap that E3's absence has left by doing this thing and inviting, developers and produce and game companies to like come and show off their stuff through
I hope that
his
ends up
platform.
being like kind of cool.
Yeah. I think Jeff Keighley's he's the one who's been running the Game Awards for the past few years. So I think he has the know-how to get it done.
Probably.
And honestly,
I'm just like, I'm concerned that just like nothing you do right now is gonna be able to like be as
but at the same time
as we want it.
Like you have a lot of
I guess.
Like you have a lot of open space, and I think the way it's going to be happening is that basically because E3 is not like funneling everything to happen around one period of time, it gives everybody more breathing room to show off their stuff without competition. So you can like have whole days devoted to some smaller studios that usually wouldn't have gotten as much of the limelight as they would have.
That's a good point. Yeah.
During E3 or whatever. Because during E3, it's basically you either get into one of the big like Xbox or PlayStation showcases, or you don't.
Or you on the floor.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm interested. I think this summer is going to be really interesting, especially because this year was supposed to be holiday season is when PS5 and the Xbox Series X are supposed to drop. So I think a lot of games were supposed to be getting hyped up for this year, but now they're going to need to try and do it through alternate methods. There was a fucking Square Enix's Avengers game that they pushed to fall of this year originally, after they're like, this needs more fine tuning to work out. But now I'm wondering if they're gonna have to push it back further. I really if they could make that game work, it would be incredible.
I'm very skeptical of it working, but if it does, that'd be so fucking sick.
That'd be huge. And also, oh my god, if there's any announcement about Insomniac's like Spider-Man 2, I'm gonna fucking nut. That game.
Wait, is that like confirmed that like that's gonna happen?
Well, no, there's no confirmation that they're gonna announce anything about it, but like I think
they're making it. Is that confirmed that it exists?
I mean, based on the ending of the first game, I would assume that they are making a sequel. I don't know if it's in the pipeline. I don't know if it's in the pipeline right now. Yeah, it could be a ways off, but also considering that
makes me want to buy a PS4.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a PS5 game.
That game and Bloodborne are
I was
just by themselves are worth buying a PS4.
Yeah,
I think.
And then even on top of that, they got fucking God of War and all that shit. But yeah, I mean, I think it would make sense for them to put Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, just definitely. As like a launch title.
I'm sure they will. Especially if the PS5 is slated to release
later this year.
Yeah.
it would be a huge like unit mover to have us that Spider-Man sequel on there.
Oh yeah,
because of how well received the first one was. But yeah,
Elden Ring on PS5.
oh my god,
Dude, that's all I can think about. It looks so cool.
You've
Just the concept of it.
seen nothing. Yeah, you've seen nothing yet.
Okay, but has Miyazaki let us down since Demon Souls? No.
No, you're right. It's well, I mean, Dark Souls 2 wasn't the
He
greatest,
didn't
was
work
it?
on Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay. I see.
there you go.
He was working on Bloodborne while Dark Souls 2 was in development, and then he came back for Dark Souls 3, and what happened? The quality returned.
It really makes you think. Where is Beekman not in here? Trying to
I
add
think he's
him.
not in this Discord.
No, he is. Oh no, I just don't know his call sign in here. It's fucking Dutch Elvis. I'm an idiot.
Call sign.
You know that's the term
The
he
squawk
would use.
code.
Yeah, squawk code. Getting away from gaming for a little bit. How about the Musk child?
Oh my god. Archangel A12 or whatever the fuck it is.
I've heard that it's pronounced Nash. That's or
Really?
something like something like that. According to sources that aren't Elon Musk or Grimes, so that could be
Okay.
completely wrong.
Well.
I would love to know how it's actually pronounced because that does not seem like any kind of.
Pretty sure it's Kyle.
Kyle?
It makes so much sense not to be Kyle.
I could see Kyle as well. Yeah, that could also be an option.
I love the fucking tweet that from Grimes that broke it down.
Yeah, that was just so.
A12 for the precursor to our favorite plane. What the fuck?
Why?
That's some like
God.
rich people shit.
And the
My
fucking
favorite plane is a locket.
no weapons, but very fast. Like, okay.
Just pure speed.
Look, if I'm gonna name my child after an airplane, you know I'm gonna call him the fucking A10 Warthog, alright?
Yeah, okay.
I'm calling my
Glad
child
we were on the
Enola
same
Gay.
page there.
I'm calling my kid Enola Gay if I'm naming him after an airplane.
Is the whole Enola Gay their first name, or are you putting the gay as like their middle name?
Enola Dash Gay.
Oh, okay. Oh god. I didn't even know that you could name your child something like that. Like,
Yeah, so America, I don't think has any laws on what you can name a kid.
I think
Some countries do.
There's been like stuff about California naming like laws, and it's been like bringing up a bunch of issues because people are like it's racist that you can't have like non-English letters in your name. Because that's what they're citing. They're citing like you can't have the 12 in his name because it's not one of some of the
Not a
26
Latin
letters.
character.
right, the
But
problem, like,
Jose with the dash, that's not 26 letters. That's another character. Any kind of Arabic or any kind of Russian name is not.
yeah. Like, I'm thinking, like, the AE that they use here. I mean, I guess you could just spell that with an A and then an E if you need to. But, like, for, you know,
it's not the
information
same.
information
It's a different
systems.
It's
character.
gonna break a ton of government systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, you can't just put that in.
Little Bobby tables.
Yeah. How are you supposed to, like, when you're filling out the
It's-
fucking Scantrons on, like, SATs or whatever, where you have to
Yeah.
use
Oh
a
my
certain
God.
number of, like, those boxes, how are you supposed to put that in there?
Oh, I guess it is. It is actually just the same thing. It's nothing. It's just a ligature for A and E.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I had always thought it was like a different sound.
No,
yeah.
it's not.
They just want to be fucking special about it, I guess. I also I haven't cared enough about Elon Musk or Grimes to like really look into them at all, but I didn't even realize that it was the same Grimes as the famous Canadian like music person that is married to Elon Musk. I thought those were two different
really
people.
know who Grimes is. To be
She's like an
honest.
artist.
Yeah, she performed at the Game Awards, I think, at the end of last year, as a special performance. But I think she performed for like Death Stranding or something.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the same Grimes. I'm just like, well, then I have to ask, was Elon in attendance? Was Elon Musk at the Game Awards?
Definitely was.
That's fucking
Elon
wild.
Musk, known gamer.
I mean, yeah, I'd believe it.
She has a
Honestly,
she's a
wouldn't be that wild.
stepbrother named Jay Worthy. Like he's worthy of things.
Just worthy. The man is just worthy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just what the rich people need to be stopped. They
Yeah.
don't understand how to be normal. This blows any kind of like Karen child naming scheme out of the water with their child naming. I can't even like people have been posting memes about how they'll be bullied in school. I just imagine they're gonna get bullied by their fucking siblings because Elon Musk had children.
Elon Musk has like 5 children already.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
They
I
all
didn't
have
think
normal
of that.
names too.
right. Because
Mine's just like his 3rd wife or some shit.
yeah, because his ex-wives were fucking normal human beings.
And they were like,
like-
we can't put up with this anymore.
I just like,
Have you
look,
seen-
Elon, you cannot name our children this.
There's like an Instagram video of this like little like toddler in like a kindergarten classroom, and he goes, "Hi guys, this is Elon Musk," and the camera pans over and just Elon Musk goes, "Hey, what's going on?"
Why did he show up to it? What?
I don't know. But
there
it's like-
context? All right, I guess that's fucking it then. Holy shit. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I haven't said it on the podcast yet, but I fucking graduated yesterday, so that happened.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh, I should have fucking worn my cap and gown on the stream.
Yeah,
That would
what's
have been
wrong?
funny. Yeah, I fucking watched the live, or the
How
ceremonial
was that?
stream or whatever. It was fine. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, what can you really
I didn't
do?
watch it. I heard it was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first half was like all of the departments saying like congratulations and thank you or whatever. And all of them were pretty normal except for IGM. IGM had, for one, they had chosen ambassadors or delegates or whatever that were students who were graduating in 2020. One of them was Barrington, who was like somebody from my year that was also, he was a CSHer my freshman year.
Sure.
And then he just like stopped hanging out and just went on to do more game design stuff things. But he was one of the candidates, so seeing him was cool. And then there were 2 other ones. But our department was the only one that did something like that as far as I could tell. So I don't know what that was about. And then also all of the professors were just like showing cards while a few of them talked, I guess, to say thanks. But it was just really weirdly presented.
Yeah, I can't imagine how like they would get that done in a
Yeah.
completely tasteful and
Right.
not awkward way.
It's
You know?
just kind of crappy for everyone involved.
Yeah, at the end of the stream, like, Munson was just like, okay, now all of you have your degrees. Because they weren't going to read out everybody's names in, one sitting.
I would have been pretty pissed if they had done that.
Yeah.
That would have been a massive waste of everyone's time.
Oh, yeah. So...
Did you
I don't
guys
know.
see Zach's? Actually, I'll show you guys after we stop live streaming. But
Okay.
Zach tweeted something really funny.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
so...
check.
Yeah, go look at his Twitter.
I was looking at it last night. There was something I thought was hilarious.
Is it
Something
Steve
really
thing?
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A dean liked that
Oh
tweet.
my God.
But yeah, we're fucking done with school, man. Done with school
Nice.
forever. If I decide not to go to graduate school, which I'm not planning on, because that's just more money down the tube.
Oh, that's not the tweet I was thinking of. That is funny though.
But yeah.
I was thinking of thankful for napkins.
Dude, he like called me. He was calling. You didn't like my thankful for napkins tweet.
What are you guys talking about? What is this
Go
tweet?
look
Go
at
Zach
Zach's
Yantic's
Twitter.
Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter. Hold on. Zach.
Oh my god.
Oh, his might be private.
Okay, stop.
I don't know.
I don't
That
know, man.
and his fucking Buffalo Pizza tweet the other day were really funny.
Dude, I'm locked. Twitter won't send me a password reset.
Congratulations, Steve, my best friend. This country is fucking brutal. Wales has fallen. What the f-
It's the congratulations Steve tweet.
Okay.
The one with the image.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. What is this fucking Wales is Fallen tweet though that he retweeted? There's a fucking bunch of sheep walking around in like a city center right now. What is this?
That was old. That's really old. That's like a few months, but basically
Oh, that's funny.
the fucking nature's reclaiming.
Oh yeah. Nature's healing, guys. The earth is healing. We're the virus, guys. Wow, so deep. Yeah. It's fucking whack. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I think they're gonna mail the diploma.
I think they mail it anyway.
Yeah.
Like they just give you a little holder at graduation.
Honestly, I was like completely expecting them to just send an email with like a PDF.
No,
just be like, "Hi, you've
to.
graduated. Feel free to print this out if you'd like."
That would be so shitty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not great.
Yeah, that's true.
Just FaceTimed my parents. I'm going to shower, have something to eat, and then drive home after this show is over.
Jesus, how long's the drive? Like 5-6 hours?
6 hours, roughly.
Yeah.
Shorter if I speed it, but we'll see. I was waiting for the fucking snowstorm that was apparently supposed to be rolling through this weekend.
It was snowing this morning. Yeah.
I didn't. Oh,
I didn't look outside.
I mean, I'm looking outside right now. There's no snow on the ground, so.
Yeah, I it's like 40, so it all melts. But I was snowing when I woke up, so.
Huh. I guess I woke up right before this, so I guess I might have missed it.
There you go.
But yeah, I thought it was going to be way worse than it turned out to be, so I guess I'm good to drive home after this, which is good. But yeah, that was graduation, and now I'm gonna go home and gonna start shopping for some cars, because my old one is really starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
I checked I think I checked the Kelley Blue Book listing on it, and with its miles and the year, it's about like worth $300 at this point for trade-in. So and the last repair that we had to do on it with the fixing the muffler system or exhaust pipe cost about $260. So it's just about totaled at this point. So yeah, I've got
I have to fucking fix my shitty battery.
Get onto that. Gotta get on that. Gotta find an apartment in Syracuse, and gotta get all that stuff set up. Thankfully, they're sending me Lockheed sending me a card with like just money loaded on it to help me with relocation stuff, so I can use that to do like a down payment on rent and hopefully get some furniture, which will be nice.
Speaking of money, for NVIDIA, as far as I know, my contract hasn't changed. And
that's good.
The housing stipend is classified as signing bonus.
Okay.
Oh.
So I still get money for living. I still get California housing stipend without paying for housing.
Nice.
So I am very happy with that.
I'm getting $1,800 a month.
Damn.
Jesus.
Fuck, dude. What are you gonna do with all those fat stacks, Jack?
I'm giving it to my mother because she pays my rent.
Well, yeah,
So,
that makes sense. Where are you working?
Facebook.
Whoa! Nice.
Yeah. I'm on the Mac OS team. I don't really know what that means, but
It means
They're
you're
making a
cursed.
Facebook client.
are they? Well, that would not surprise me.
Do they not have one
It's
for
just
Mac
another
already?
Electron app.
Just another one. Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
You guys, I guess you guys are all done with finals as well now?
Yeah, I just finished. I'm
I
very
got all my
happy.
grades back.
Nice. How'd you do?
I got all A's and a B+.
Wow.
Nice.
Way better than I thought I was gonna do.
Yeah, honestly.
Pretty sure
same.
one of my professors just gave our final project 100 because he realized that he wasn't gonna have enough time to look at like any of them. So
Fuck.
that's okay.
Yeah. The
Hard to complain.
I think
Yeah.
my archaeology professor did that because I wrote probably a third of the required words for one of my reading responses, and he gave me an A minus.
Oh my god.
And then the comment, hey, let me read this. It's like insightful. And it just was not.
Well, I mean, hey, not gonna complain. I definitely got a grade way better than what I was expecting from my audio design class. I definitely I feel like retrospectively, I guess I feel like that was a grade that was appropriate, but like I just understood that the teacher that was grading it was a very harsh grader up until this point. So and all the critiques you were giving me were pretty intense. Like they were useful, and I was glad to have them. But like I was just getting the feeling that he was going to be a very harsh grader on the final product. But he still ended up giving me a 90. So I was just like, all right, I'll take it. And yeah, glad I didn't have to use the pass-fail system, I guess, for my GPA.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to check my GPA.
I don't know. It definitely was just like scarier for me because like if I didn't pass a class, then I wouldn't.
You would
have. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to graduate. So didn't want to really have to skirt that life. Deal. Oh yeah, it was another semester. Another couple thousand, tens of thousands of dollars.
No worries.
Yeah, easy. But yeah, that's all done. You guys think class is gonna be in person next semester?
I hope so.
Me too. I'm not positive, but it's
2 of my classes are gonna be real disappointments.
One of my classes already is like we're online.
Oh no!
Really?
Yeah,
that sucks.
Computational geometry. I got that email. I was really pissed.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm still got a good GPA, baby.
What classes would be depressing for you, Jack, if they're online?
Backpacking. And fermentation and distillation.
Right.
Whatever the fuck that one's called.
Right. You mentioned those before. Yeah, that would be
sad boy.
Massive sad. Especially like the fucking. I remember the Casa del Larga is the winery tour that you go on, and they specialize in ice wine, so you get to try some of that at the end of the tour. And
what is ice wine?
Ice wine is like dessert wine that is super sweet. It's like it tastes like candy, like when it goes down. It's just ridiculously sweet, and it tastes super good. But it's super expensive because it's a dessert wine. It's like $50 a bottle.
Right.
But they let you try some at the end of the tour, and it's so good. Fucking love it. Basically, it's called ice wine because they just leave the grapes out into the beginning of winter till first frost, and then they grab all the grapes while they're frozen and then throw them into the crusher, which then cool. Basically it cuts out most of the water, and so you're left with really concentrated like grape juice flavor, which is really sweet when then fermented into the wine itself. And so that's super cool, and it tastes so good. But yeah, so hope that does end up being in person for your sake.
Yeah.
Online would be.
If we're not, I might try to do it in the spring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yeah, it's definitely going to be a weird situation with all those classes if they end up being online, because then a lot of people will drop out of them, and then it'll become one of the easiest classes to get into.
Yeah,
as opposed to one of the hardest, because nobody's going to want to go to a class online where you're supposed to be drinking wine for free, TM, for credits, where you then can't, especially if you're underage. Go to the liquor store. Yeah, yeah, basically. And if you're underage, then get fucked.
Being able to buy liquor feels so strange.
Very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gotten more acquainted with your local liquor purveyors?
I've gone once. Yeah, I bought some pineapple cider and some.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of good, and some apple pie moonshine, which was very good.
Primo. I'm bringing that. I think I'm bringing that home with me to finish off, possibly, or maybe I'll just. I mean, I'm coming back up here, so maybe I'll just leave it here, sip on it some other time. But yeah, I still gotta finish off JP's collection. Ugh, Good times. I hope that places will start to open up soon. As soon as it's safe, obviously. But I miss going out and doing things. Shit sucks, man. Couldn't even throw a graduation party because of this shit, which is you gotta stay safe. But
I'm throwing one for you guys on the way when we get back.
hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If something can happen like by July, I'd love to have people over and do something before I start up full-time work.
That would be
when are
pretty
you
sick.
moving out?
I mean, my work starts on the 27th of July, so probably the week before that, so like mid to late July. I guess it really depends on when I get the lease to start at my new place.
Yeah. You still got time though.
Yeah, I got time. I still need to. I contacted a bunch of places, but and some of them responded to me initially, but then I sent follow-up emails, and then they haven't gotten back to those. So I'm just gonna need to start calling them and being like, "Hi, hello, I'd like to live somewhere in the near future."
I think it's hard for landlords right now to.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
I think it's hard for
not to apologize for landlords.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm definitely crying a river for landlords, but.
Oh, you have to do no work. You just
no.
sit there and get money.
No, to be real though, did you guys see the Airbnb letter?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Fucked. They
laid off 25%.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, that's what you get for making just unregulated hotels.
Yeah.
And then letting a recession hit.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
letting a recession
hit. You know what I mean.
Yeah. You let this happen, Mr. Airbnb. You did this. Yeah, it's fucked up, and as much as landlords are parasites, it sucks. And it's gonna
kind of landlords are kind of whack.
Yeah,
that's something that should be a very valuable service, and it's just not because it's kind of exploited.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see how the next year or so develops after the event itself settles down. The economic effects and societal effects, even just in general, is going to be huge.
Yeah, really not looking forward to graduating into it.
Yeah,
that would be whack.
I guess we're kind of lucky because tech is one of the, in general, least affected things by this, but still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start learning COBOL, that's for sure.
God, that's so
cursed. I tried. I did not understand how awful that language is.
Yeah. No, all of the old languages are ass. Mad respect to all of the people who had to learn those languages to program fucking rockets back in the 60s. How? I don't... Ugh. I never want to touch Fortran again. And I swear to God, if they make me do it in Lockheed, I'm gonna be pissed. We'll see. I don't know.
I feel bad for the people who had to translate physical documents into GROF files.
What are GROF files?
It's one of those. It's sort of like LaTeX, but not as dense and heavy. It's I'll link an example. Basically, it's a format. It's like a markup language, or not markup language. It's typesetting language, and then you can compile that into a DJ file, a DVI file, or a PDF file, and it just looks nice. And that's one of the things that made a lot of places like libraries and government offices start to take an interest in computers, because it helps. They were cool, I can do calculations. What does that matter? But if they can
organize stuff,
that made the top brass oh wow, I can do all this missile stuff. But nobody else cared about it until and that's obviously over exaggerating.
Right.
People cared about it, but it was a really big pushing factor into the widespread adoption of mainframes and stuff like that, because it provided a way to neatly have documents stored, because obviously they didn't have enough storage to store images.
Yeah. And then they put them in place, and they're just like, well, this is how it's going to be forever. We are never going to need to change this ever. Everybody's going to know how to code these languages for all time. So that's it. We don't need to do any more. And now we're suffering because of that.
I mean, they just don't have the budget for upkeep.
Yeah.
No one is going to say, let's spend like $20 million to revamp our unemployment system.
Yeah.
When the current one works just fine.
I mean,
until it doesn't work fine.
It's the same thing with like banks and shit.
I mean, also until the fucking programmer, the fucking 100 people in the world who still know how to code these dead languages pass away or retire, just retire. Like, you don't have anybody to maintain your code anymore.
Yeah, I just sent a picture of what giraffe looks like. It's just like that in a text file, and people had to translate.
Oh, God!
That.
No, that's so cursed.
That's what man pages are written in.
Oh my God! I mean, at least they have new line characters, I guess. That's not saying much, though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I'm thinking of using it for not to sound elitist. I'm thinking of using it for like academic shit because I don't want to have. I don't like using Overleaf because I want my Vim bindings, but I don't want to have Tech Live on my computer because it's so big.
Don't know what any of that is, but pop off.
I just take notes in Markdown, and I have.
I take like physical notes, but like when I want to like turn in a piece of turn in a paper, I usually do it on Overleaf.
Sure.
Why do you guys not just use like Drive or like Google Docs or something?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I just take notes
down. I'm not really a big fan of Google Drive.
That's understandable.
It's like it serves its purpose, but for most of my classes, I like to have a bit more like organization and control over it. And I know that sounds like dumb and alarmist. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, it's Google Drive is shitty at interacting with other things, and other file and like just normal file types aren't as bad. Like if I wanted to like a lot of professors don't like you have to upload a docx or something, and if you have a lot of math formulas, it'll probably get fucked up when you download it as docx or ODT or PDF.
That is true.
Oh, I've never had any problems with PDF, but the other one.
I've never had any problems like direct to PDF. I don't think, but like actually I have had problems like I think the way that Google Drive does this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is they have it as like floating images, and as
the tables,
equations.
Oh yeah, okay.
The tables and the equations, yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you download as a PDF, it does what LaTeX does when you don't specify like an exact location, and it just tries to fit it wherever, and sometimes that messes up my order, especially in classes like complexity of CS theory, where I have to have like this is something and then enter in an equation and another line and this is something. So it's just easier for me to do LaTeX for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I also don't do a whole lot of equations, so
I wish I didn't.
Very understandable.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've killed another hour, so I think that about wraps it up for the stream. I gotta go eat some food and wash up so I can get ready for that long drive home.
I'm also probably gonna take a shower. I haven't taken a shower in a few days because I haven't.
Stop saying you need to take a shower daily, Colin. Please.
I know. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. You scare me.
The last time I said I hadn't taken a shower in 2 months, and you believed me.
Colin, I don't know what the fuck you do when you're at home in quarantine. Like, if there was any time for people to just fucking lose it, like this would be the time. So, like, you
can ask anybody. Normally I shower 2 to 3 times a day because I don't like not showering.
Oh, you did say that. I think.
Good for your skin.
I know. Well, I don't like use conditioner and soap I just like showers.
Okay.
He likes the water on his skin.
I wash my body twice a day, and I wash my hair once every other day.
Incredible.
That's normal.
But yeah, so I might be going for the streaming purposes. I might be going on hiatus next week just to spend time with my family and stuff. Might do horsing around on the weekend still.
What a concept.
We'll see that. Yeah, I know. Kind of crazy, right? I've been doing this for fucking 8 weeks now, like of the daily streaming stuff, which is fucking wild.
Yeah, that's kind of intense.
But yeah, so I'm gonna take a little time off, but then when I come back up here, probably back to the normal shit. So till then, or until I do another episode of Horsing Around, stay safe, y'all, and have a good summer.
Yeah, you too.